Alrighty. Hope you guys are all doing pretty well. Let's see what's going on right here. Alright. There we are. Alright. I'll wait for this, the room to get a little bit updated, or a little bit, more people in here. Hey, one to space. Hey, Jonathan. Hey, you're watching. Here comes the spam. Hopefully not. There's been a lot of spam today. I've been actually spending an hour on my phone trying to get rid of a lot of it, and there's still a lot there. Hey, Max Pro. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I have a couple of trades open right now, so far so good. I got a long on Bitcoin that's up 75%, and I have a long on Ethereum, which is up about 185% right now. And of course, guys, I'm still practicing with the leverage here. I kind of upped it to 100% here, or 100x here. But yeah, up 186%. Not too bad at the moment. So, let's see. Hey, Coin, looks like you need a SHIB chart, Mike. For real, SHIB's been going crazy so far. Let me go back over here. It's up 13% still. Yeah, SHIB is having a nice little run. I'm trying to just debate whether or not I need to sell my SHIB and buy back lower, or if I just want to hold this for truly for a long period of time, right? Looks like we're having. I'm going to exit out of some of these positions soon. 187% is good for me, and 80% is also good for me. So, it's almost about 195%. So, but this one is actually on Ethereum, not necessarily Bitcoin, right? But this one's breaking above the 200, so we'll see how it goes. Bitcoin's still taking a move up here, so that's pretty nice to see. Let's see. Hey, Ramses, because that's what Dogecoin usually does. It usually bleeds out until it pops. That's what we've been looking at with Dogecoin so far. If we go over here to Dogecoin, let me go to the 4-hour chart. I've told you guys a few times this week that last week, Dogecoin was due for a 20% pop, and if you look right here, I mean, it went up about 25, 26%. And what did I say afterwards? When it hits that peak, you sell and you buy back lower, right? Now you could have made an extra 5% if you didn't listen to me, but but yeah, basically it had that big pop. And when I tell you guys, when it hits 20%, which is right around here, right here, you could have sold. And I guess some people might have held for the that little sweet spot, but it was due for a 20% pop. And you sell, and then it's going to probably come back down, maybe close to 21 or 20 cents, maybe. Let's say probably closer to 21 cents, unless it decides to just pop out of nowhere. And that's going to be that might be a little bit of a draining thing to watch for sure. So be careful with Dogecoin here, guys. Let's see. Hey, Kenny, my input on Shiba. Yeah, let me pull up Shiba's chart very fast. I need to get my setup better. I actually need to get a new tripod for my phone and stuff too. All right. Shiba on the 4-hour. Here's Shiba on the day. Now, you know what? Where is this at? I had technicals on this one. Hold on one second, guys. I just need to double check up. I'll see how much higher this bad boy wants to go. It's at 200%, 210% profit right now, 213.88. I need to keep track of that. Normally I close my trades before I talk with you guys, unless I'm doing a little bit of a YOLO play. Oh yeah, let's go back over here to SHIB. This SHIB should have my technical analysis on it. There we go, yeah. So I still maintain that, the opinion that if you buy right now, you're going to be looking, you're not going to leave your position for too long. You're not going to leave it in there. You're going to see more of a day trade, get in and out. Try to get on one of these little peaks, right, or these little spikes. Oops, there you go. You're going to try to get one of these spikes. Majority of the people that have been watching, I guess, the YouTube channel, or just me in general, guys, everybody was waiting for this breakout right here. For the most part, SHIB was in this channel. A lot of us bought kind of down here, so good spot. But at the moment, my man, let's go over here to the 15-minute chart. You're at a high point that's consolidating. Looks like you have a little bit more time to wait, because it seems like every single time it peaks has a little bit of a waiting time before that next run up. So if you wanted to, you could take a small position here on SHIB. Let's just say at point 3174 is the last 4 digits. I hate saying the whole number for SHIB. But yeah, so far it looks fine to me. If you're looking for a stop loss, I'd place that stop loss at 27.32 just to be safe, and that is about 14% down from where it is now. So you might actually wait for it to have a little bit of a dip before buying, to be honest. So otherwise, guys, SHIB is pretty good. Let's see what's going on right here. Hey, Coin, Doge will be Doge. Exactly, yeah, exactly. Hey, Scott, I'm doing pretty well, guys. I'm doing pretty well. just watching my trade here. Oh, it's back down from over 200%. I want to close this out here pretty soon. Let me actually just take a quick peek at Ethereum on the 1 minute chart. I want this sucker to keep on riding up. If it falls down below here, this well, basically, if it falls down below the 50 moving average here, I'm going to actually sell my position here and move on. It's been a pretty good position so far, though. I wish I could have got it back up to 200%, though. Right now, it's only 188%. I'll give it a minute. I want to see more of a pop, not so much of these little tiny pops, even though it's trying to break above the 5. That's the 200. What is this? Heading, okay, on the 5 minute chart, it's running into the 50 moving average here, right here. Let me see. What's right here? I'll give it a little bit of time here. I'm hoping this, just on the 1 minute chart here, I'm hoping that the 50 or the 20 can push it up a little bit. All right, everybody. Yeah, but so far, guys, good day. Thanks for asking. I'm on the if this goes down to 170, I'll sell. If this goes down to 80, maybe I'll sell. What is this, Bitcoin? What does Ethereum look like? Oh, this is Ethereum right here. Let me pull up Bitcoin on the side here. We already broke through that one, so that doesn't matter anymore. And this is now that new high right there. All right. Was there a spike in volume at all? Yep, there was that spike in volume. Okay. Usually when you break through a wall, you see a nice big, nice little splatter of volume in there. Bitcoin coming back down. Okay. I think we should be okay for now. I'll wait this sucker out. Hey, Moody Hill, what am I using to buy? I just use Bidget. It's in my description down below. I think it is. Go to YouTube. This one right here. Right here. Here is where I trade crypto. Right there. If you click on that link, it'll take you there. I like it. I like this exchange a lot. We're back down to 170. Come on. I don't want this to be the start of a reversal, so I'm hoping in the next few minutes it'll pop back up. But yeah, so let me see. I mean, Bitcoin's still grinding up here at a pretty high level, so I'll follow Bitcoin's lead here unless Bitcoin decides to go below this 55,030 level. Hopefully it doesn't. Yeah, okay. What's right here? But yeah, it's just Bidget. It's pretty decent. I like it a lot. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Okay, thanks. It's good to see you. Oh, no worries, guys. I'm happy to help you guys out. It's been a pretty busy day today. I pretty much I woke up from a nap a little bit ago, actually. I've been too tired. I had the cleaning lady over today, so pretty much just doing a lot of cleaning for the most part. Oh, come on now. Keep it up. I'll trust Bitcoin here. But yeah, you can see how fast this moves. It was about 220% a few minutes ago. Now it's only down to 166%. So I'm going to wait this out. It's taking a little bit more of a dip than I wanted to, but Bitcoin still looks okay. So that's the only reason I'm holding on to it. What does Bitcoin on 5 look like? I'll be fine with this for now. There we go. Alright. Got out of it. Made a quick little buckaroo. I had another position that I sold as well, but that's going to be fine for me for now. I can always start up another trade a little bit later. Gives me more time to concentrate on you guys, right? Alright, now let me pop this up here. Let's see. Alright, if you guys have any questions, please let me know, because most of today is probably going to be led by you guys as far as any questions you guys have. There's not too much going on with Bitcoin. We're still having this long consolidation period. Had a little bit of weakness, came down, launched back up. The 4 hour, what are we looking at? This. A lot of consolidation here. We found a top. It looks like it's going to be kind of hard to pop to this top, but our new top right now is 55,759, which is pretty darn awesome because, look, I mean, this is all-time highs, guys. These are the all-time highs, and we're making a good move here. So, what are we looking at actually now? If we can get up to 60,000, that'd be pretty nice to see right there. That'd be very, very nice to see. But we'll have to wait this out. we still have the possibility that this is one gigantic shoulder. We might have some crazy head up to 66, back up to all-time highs, and then come back down and maybe have our head and shoulders for all we know, right? So, but if that were the case, we would go up a little bit higher. So we have to be patient with this this type of move here. Let's see. Let me go right here. I'll turn down my volume. Hey Hotep, Bitcoin looks like it's building a house on top of a toothpick. Yeah, for the most part, it is having a little bit of fun with how it's trading right now. It's actually been pretty interesting. I'm waiting. Here's the 4-hour chart, guys. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful climbing stairs. And remember, guys, a lot of people bought right here as it tapped. Tapped on the trend line down here. This trend line is not where it was a while ago, but I'm not gonna fight with TradingView on this type of stuff anymore. But yeah, so far doing pretty darn well. Bitcoin has moved up a lot, guys. So just be careful of any positions you do put into it right now. Look at this. It's up 34% in about 11 days, almost 12 days. Not bad. Meanwhile, the big stuff that I think we'll be looking at here is actually, let me just put down the 5-minute chart for now. I can actually delete this one as well. Oh yeah, I'm glad I sold that sucker. It's gonna keep on coming down here a little bit. Yeah, it don't look too good. But that's why you sell it, right? So you don't have to worry about the crap that comes after, especially when you've already made a profit. Okay. So Ethereum is already broken out, right? We have a nice breakout on Ethereum, and we're still trading up here, pretty slowly. But we're actually, this is still pretty efficient. We're still pretty efficient, I would say. But yeah, but we are chugging along here. Hopefully Ethereum can get up to about 3,900. That'd be actually pretty nice to see from there. And what else do we have here? Matic. Matic is on the verge of a breakout. I wanted to buy some here the other day when Bitcoin was booming at the same time, but this actually did not break out. It got slammed down. I believe it was actually right here. I took a small position. It didn't work out. I lost like 10-15% on my investment, and I just got out, and I'm glad I did because now it's down even more, right? Especially with leverage, guys. You lose money much faster than you guys think. And if it manages to break out here the next week or so, I'll be there to buy it up. Because if this breaks out, this can start chugging along to maybe $1.40, something like that, which would be at least a 15% profit, not too bad. Leverage maybe a little bit more. XRP broke out, did nothing really else, not much at all. So it's broke out of this downtrend here, but it might just be going sideways because I did not see this thing churning up too much, and that may just be because of the timing with Bitcoin's breakout. It was a little bit later. Bitcoin broke out. It had a huge spike. Now it's pretty much going sideways as well. So you're seeing a lot of stuff try to create a new type of pennant here. In order for BitTorrent and a lot of stuff to go back and start making some really nice moves again, we need Bitcoin to have another breakout here the next week, which is totally possible. It's just everything's kind of in it's in a boring place, a very boring place at the moment, right? Ethereum Classic, same thing. Broke out, or tried to break out, then broke out, had a nice little move, came back down, shot up, couldn't really fight against the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart, came back down, going sideways after the breakout. Litecoin's a little bit more promising, actually, guys. Look at this. Holding over the 200 moving average on the day chart. Oh, over the 50. So right now, Litecoin could be headed for about 190 if it has a nice little pop here tomorrow. XLM had a breakout. I could probably extend this actually line for you guys if I can. There we go. That would have been a nice breakout play right here. This is the daily candle, so you would have bought somewhere along here when it broke out. Sell it for a little bit to profit. EOS. It's moving up after the breakout. Not really looking into anything too crazy. STMX. This is something I want to have a nice pop out of. I want to have a nice pop out of this one. This one, it broke below the trend line. I can adjust it to the new level here, actually. There we go. Might come back down slowly, maybe to 0.027-ish, maybe. And then it might be a good buying opportunity, especially if Bitcoin stays kind of stagnant, which it's been doing over the past few hours. And then what do we have here? Sol. A lot of you guys have been mad at Sol. You guys have been asking me questions all about it. Why isn't it going up? Why isn't it going up? Because it has its own pattern. I told you guys yesterday it was going to continue to come down, and here it has continued to come down a little bit more. So we'll keep an eye on it, but you don't want to really buy this until maybe it hits the 50, or if it actually is trying to break out. Because if Bitcoin's if Bitcoin's not really doing much right now except for going a little sideways with a little bit of ups and downs, right? Well, this gives altcoins a chance to kind of bleed out a little bit, where this might actually come down to 137 from 153, which is still a pretty decent drop if you ask me. That's still, yeah, that's still about a 10% drop that nobody wants to deal with. Hopefully it's able to find a little bit of balance over the 20 moving average for you guys, though. Alright, let me go down here. FTM is fine. Luna's still doing fine. I guess the big thing everybody's talking about right now is Shiba. I don't know. I YOLO'd Shiba a long time ago with you guys, but we bought it way over here, and it kind of just held it. But the right time to buy it, if you're actually trying to, not just hold your money in a certain coin for an extended period of time, would have been on the actual breakout. So I'm pretty happy with how SHIB turned out. Debating on if I should sell or not, and buy back more SHIB later on. But yeah, I'll wait this sucker out because it's pretty much just, look at this, making a move. It really is making a pretty large move here. But this has been pretty crazy because this is not gonna stay at these heights. It's gonna die back down eventually, guys. So don't get caught with that. Don't get caught up in that scenario, right? Or don't get caught up to the fact that you guys are gonna be a bag holder. Gosh, I should not have taken a nap before this. I feel like my brain is at like half capacity right now. Let me see over here though. Hey, Corn, I hope you're enjoying Uptember so far. Yeah, so far it's been actually pretty good. Let's see. Hey, Mystic, I was just in Philadelphia, actually, a few weeks ago. Hey, Monica. Hey, Mike. I use your link to Bidget. I'll be waiting for you over there. Please let me know if you become a trader I can follow. Yeah, no worries. So far, the traders over there have still been making me decent money. Copy trade. Well, I'll pull up for you guys a little bit later. But yeah, they've been making me some good money so far, so I've been pretty happy with them. One of them made me like $40 there or something like that, so it's pretty nice. I took a little bit of a trade earlier around here for Ethereum. Came down a little bit more, but it did a reverse eventually, so that was pretty nice to see. Although I think I caught onto it a little sooner. But so far the trades are working. Let's see. Yeah, guys, but be careful of Doge. Doge is kind of trickling down at the moment. Look at that. Yeah. Although did it break support? It did break support a little bit ago. So I could see Doge coming down considerably more unless Bitcoin were to take off all of a sudden. Let me go right here. Hey, RW, my man. I'm guessing some of the pullback with Doge is from buyers switching to SHIB, but slowly, steadily will win the race with Doge. Holding long-term, expecting $1 more on Doge soon. Yeah, there has been a lot of money moving out of Dogecoin. That is actually true. And what is this? Oh, JBL for remote control. But yeah, so that's part of it. But it's just in Dogecoin's nature to do something like this, right? We've talked a few times about it. Every time it has a nice move, even this nice move, right, pulls immediately right back. Nice move, immediately right back. This one, nice move, immediately right back. Nice move. For the first time, we had a little bit of stagnation. This time we're coming up, and we're already coming back down. But you see over the history of Dogecoin, it's had a lot of nice little moves. It loves to come straight back down, right? Even when we had that initial big rally, right? This thing shot up about, let me start from here, from this big jump happened. About 300%. Immediately came back down 50%, right? 49%. That's what Doge does. It does it again. Came up a little bit more. Next rally was up 84%. The next drop was about 62%. That's what it does. It's only when it stagnates for a little bit, like right here, where it really starts to see big moves. But how often do you see stagnation after a bump? Not really. Most of the time, it's just coming back down, right? A little bit out here. Tried to, then it came back down. So Dogecoin's a tricky one. You really gotta buy early, buy after when Doge looks pretty grim, and then sell after that quick little pop. And we don't know exactly how much that pop's going to be. I was guessing that this pop was going to be about 20% a pop, 20% increase in a short amount of time. It ended up being actually 28%. So I was a little off there, by a considerable amount actually. So, but I knew a pop was coming. But I told you guys before, if a Dogecoin pop happens, feel free to sell your Dogecoin, buy it back later on for more coins, or just take your profit and buy it back down so you can make another bag of profit later on, right? Hey, good evening, A. Heaton. Hope you're having a very, very good afternoon. Or evening. Yeah, good evening, yes. Let's see. Hey, Bonnieville. Doge's moved 20% calming Jets, guys. Oh, exactly. Yep. We were waiting for that pop. Let's see. Hey, watching Mike. How much sheep you have? I don't really remember. It's a lot, but not a lot. It's like $200 worth of sheep. Well, now it's worth about like $440 something of sheep, so it's up considerably from where I bought it. But I only put $200 in it in the first place. Sheep was never my thing. I just assumed like, hey, this thing is when it bounces back up, eventually it's going to have a big move, right? Because what I told you guys about sheep is not so much about like its future and what the company's actually trying to do. What I was doing back when kind of Bitcoin was in a very gloomy $30,000, $28,000 range, right? I was doing a whole bunch of tests to see, hey, if I bought SHIB way down here and it went back up to all-time highs, how high would that be? And boom, it's at 655%, right? Well, now that I bought my SHIB way down here, right? We're making our way back up there. Now I'm up 381%. Oh, well, maybe it's more than $400 now, actually. But yeah, I'm probably gonna sell mine and buy it back later if it makes another tumble here. Because this is like months of work trying, and it's almost all the way back up here, right? So, but that's why I bought my sheep for, right, guys. Let me do one thing here. There we go. But yeah, so far, I like sheep. I think it's fine. I don't own that much of it. I bought $200 worth, which was like millions of sheep, I'm guessing, right? But yeah, so far so good. I like it a lot. It's been pretty. Remember, guys, before this happened, it had actually been very boring and very stagnant. While everything else was moving up, this thing was just kind of building pressure. It seems like until finally, pop, and that pop, let's climb the stairs. Now we're all the way up here, right? Let's see. Go to the 15-minute chart, right? And still trying to move up higher and higher and higher here. So if you're looking to buy another time, you probably want to buy when it breaks the all-time highs. Not all-time highs, but breaks this new peak right here. And then you should be fine. Or you can buy as it tries to, if it does come back down here, you can buy again for maybe a level of support to try to swing back up. Right. Buying in the middle, though, I wouldn't recommend it too much. Unless you guys are going to honor this as a stop loss. Then you can go full steam ahead on it. Go back over here. And Doge is down 3% right now. Everything else is down about 1% or 2%, so not too bad. FTM is positive, though. What's going on with FTM? This is FTM on the 15-minute chart, guys. It is making a little bit of a move here. We haven't checked this out in a minute, but it is trying to do something here. Broke out. Nice solid trend line right there. I can delete this line now. So this is making a move here, which is actually pretty interesting. So this is something you might be looking at if you go. Let me actually see what the 30-minute chart looks like. Yeah, you can see that breakout right there, pop. There we go. So FTM is making a move right now, which could be pretty interesting if you guys want to do some trading on that one. Besides that, I don't see too much happening besides SHIB. SHIB's going to try to keep on getting some crazy amounts of volume and keep on pumping up. But yeah, everything else, meh, keep an eye on it, but it's nothing too crazy at the moment. Look at Ethereum, 5-minute. Yeah, I'm glad I sold up here. Otherwise, or right here. Looks like it started a little bit of a downtrend here. I'm hoping it can get back up, though. Alright, let me see if any of you guys have any questions. Hey Aaron, hey Michael, hope you're having a good night. Can you take a quick look at Ethereum Classic? Yeah, let me take a peek at it. Or a little bit more of a peek than what I just was looking at. Oh geez, my brain is really at half speed today. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, Ethereum Classic, it looks fine. It did end up breaking out here, which has actually been pretty nice to see. You do see on the 4-hour chart, it did run into the 200 moving average. It was not able to break above that and hold. Came screaming back down. What I'd be looking at right now is this trend line right here. Give it a few days. I still think it's in a nice move because for heaven's sakes, guys, Bitcoin's back at 55,000. Last time Bitcoin was at 55,000. I think we're like right around here or so. So as soon as Bitcoin goes a little bit higher, I'm pretty sure a lot of this stuff is going to start going berserk again. A little bit faster than expected, honestly, but let's see. I think it's due for a pop. I'm hoping that right now my medium-term Ethereum Classic target is about $70. I'm hoping in the next about month or so we can actually break above this and go pop right up here. From there, I'll see where it goes, but we do run out of time with these bullish moves here, so I'm hoping in the meantime Ethereum Classic will have a good move, but still holding this for the medium and long term. Short term, I don't have a really position in it. Long term, yeah. Medium term for like more than a month away, yeah. I'm still holding it here. Let's see. Hey Nick, hope you're having a very, very good evening, my man. Been a minute. I hope all is going great with you. Yeah, guys. So far, so good. A little tired, a little exhausted, but who isn't on a Wednesday, right? This is a Wednesday, right? Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah. I gotta pick up my sister from school tomorrow. That's gonna be a long day. Mostly because one of the benefits of working from home is you don't have to deal with traffic. But when I help out my mom and she has dialysis and medical appointments, all that other type of stuff all the time. When I have to help her out and like pick up my sister, I realize that like driving sucks, and like driving isn't bad. Traffic sucks, and to go through like half an hour away for rush hour, oh, it just kills me on the inside. I used to have to drive to Seattle every day, and it was brutal. Hey, Courtney. Hey, Michael. Are you going to become a trader on Bidget? Also, do you have to put down a certain amount of money to get started on it? No. There's no limit to how much money you need to start off on Bidget. You can put $5 in if you want to. I'd probably say anywhere from $50 to $100 is good if you're just testing out the waters on it, right? Because I like it, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are going to like it, right? That's just kind of a fact, right? But yeah, you could get in here with just less than $50. And like what I've been doing is I put in like $100, right? I started off with $500 because, yeah, started off with $500. I turned that into like $750, and I took a large chunk of it out because I wanted to see how it is for you guys who might trade with anywhere from $50 to $100. So I pulled out all my money except for $100, and so far with paper trading and stuff like that, I'm up to about $340, right? So $340 is what I'm looking at the moment, and that's, oh, you can see right here, yeah. So I've tripled my money basically with doing a little bit of my own trading along with the copy traders. And it's been so far pretty nice. I'll make a tutorial tomorrow for you guys. I forgot to do it today because I watching Loki pretty much with the cleaning lady. It was hectic. But I will make a tutorial teaching you guys how to how to do this right here, or how to get started with copy trading and how to actually do the whole account process. So it should be fine. Sorry, my sister's down here for something maybe. I'm taking her to school too, but that's not a problem because there's no rush hour that early in the morning. Alright, whatever. My dog went to go see what's going on. He's nosy. But yeah, so I'll do a tutorial about how to do all this type of stuff. As far as me trading, I'm thinking about it. Again, I'm not entirely sure how I would perform with the pressure of knowing your guys' money is like it would be on the hook if I did something like a bad trade or something like that, right? And so I'm trying to get over that. It's giving me a little bit of anxiety, but I'm pretty sure I will. Just give me like a month or so to kind of get my arms around it. But yeah, I'm probably going to become a trader on here. Hey, Lousy. Doge is doing fine at the moment. It had that 25% pop. I told you guys it was going to have a 20% pop. It had a little bit higher, like almost 30% pop. And then I told you guys if it does pop, make sure to sell it. It's on that bleed back down area now. It's going to bleed back down until Bitcoin has another big move. And then from there you'll be able to how do I say this? Kind of hop back in and hope for another big pop down the road, right? That'd be my recommendation for Dogecoin, or that has been my recommendation for Dogecoin over the past few days or weeks. Excuse me. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, French, Shiba can't go up forever. Yes, we still got a long ways to go. That's like saying Doge won't go up. Oh, yeah. What do you call so far, Doge is fine, guys. Doge is fine. It's still having its pop. It's up a little bit from where it was before. It's not back down like to 20 cents or 19 cents. I'm fine with it. I'm hoping that Bitcoin can continue its move. At this point, if you guys are in Doge, it's a waiting game for that big rally. I don't know what it's going to actually need, what's going to need to happen to start that rally. You know, maybe Elon starts tweeting again. Maybe it becomes more of a meme thing again. If Elon could start doing some more meme coins about his dog Floki, or talking about how Dogecoin's going to change the world or something like that, that could help us out a lot. But it's going to need a fairly large catalyst to really help us out here with Dogecoin specifically. Other altcoins, pretty much similar story, but they've been moving up a little bit without having that same bleed, right? Ethereum Classic moving up, pretty stagnant. XRP moved up, pretty, grinding upwards, right? Excuse me. My gosh, I'm messed tonight. Allergies, that's what it is. EOS, grinding up slowly. STMX, grinding up slowly. This is a 4-hour chart. Sol, grinded up slowly, came back down, right? Luna, grinding up slowly. And you see Dogecoin, grinding up slowly, just hitting a little bit of a hiccup here. So maybe if you want to buy Dogecoin, you might be able to buy it for under 24 cents pretty soon, right? So hopefully it's able to just stay above the 200 moving average. That'd be freaking fantastic for Dogecoin. It would give it a chance to continue to break out. Me, if I was looking for a good chance to buy Dogecoin, I would be looking to buy it on this breakout right here, right? New level. You saw we almost got close to it a while ago. We got hit back down. If we get out of here, then we can get back up to 31 cents. And then from the 30s, who knows? Maybe people, their interest will be peaked again. Like, oh, let's go Dogecoin round 2. Something like that could happen. Any other breakout possibilities besides that? Nope. Okay. So that's what I'm waiting for Dogecoin for. I believe it's going to break out of this eventually. And so if you guys want to hold long enough, it's still a cheap place to buy. If you want to see this bleed out a little bit more over the next few days, waiting for maybe Bitcoin's not going to pop off and go to 60,000 or something like that, then yeah, you might want to hold off. But Dogecoin will give you plenty of opportunities if you guys want to buy for a potential breakout here, right? I'm still holding the Bitcoin I bought down here, right? I'll wait to see. I sold a lot of it up here. I sold a lot of it right here. Yeah, right there. But yeah, so far, I think Dogecoin is perfectly fine. I know it doesn't just kind of pop up and keep on going like we all kind of love it, how we all kind of want it to. But this is fine for me because I just know when it pops, it pops. That's why I told you guys earlier, hey, if it pops up 20%, don't feel bad about selling it. Hold on a second here. So this pop, not necessarily this whole pop was about 39%, 40%, right? From this pop I'm really talking about, it's up 27%, right? So then you got to sell. Just take your profits. Because if you didn't sell, well, let me see actually, right here, you'd still be up about 15%, but everybody likes 20% or more above that. I'll put that right up on the 5-minute chart here. Hopefully Bitcoin's able to make a move too. Pop that right there. All right. Yeah, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, please consider liking the video and also subscribing. It helps out the channel a lot, guys. It really does. It does more than, I think that's what YouTube likes to see. I'm still getting used to the algorithm, as you guys know. This YouTube algorithm is freaking insane. Although very interesting, I have to say. Pop that right there. Do you think other Bitcoin copycats will go up soon? Bitcoin Gold going up again? Yeah. Those other ones, like Bitcoin Cash, started to go up. I think you might have mentioned that to me actually yesterday. So those other coins, yeah. I mean, guys, I'm assuming that right now, because Bitcoin's at 55,000, a lot of these altcoins are very undervalued, right? I was expecting to have at least a small little dip before we ended up breaking out, but there was a lot of force behind us, and Whales kind of saved us, honestly. Whales kind of saved us. They pumped in a whole bunch of money. It was nice to see. And it all started back probably over a month ago now, when we saw when we saw that conference live on the YouTube channel, I had all the screens set up and everything like that. And then we've been going up ever since. So we're still in this little bit of a bull run here. And as long as we're in this bull run, I'm going to enjoy it to the fullest. Hey, Jamaican, could you walk us through your criteria for choosing copy traders? Yeah, so, you know, you guys know I always love copy traders and whatnot. So what I'm normally looking at, they don't really give you as much information as you would like, right? But what I normally look through a lot of this stuff right here. I kind of go through the list and I see who accumulated profit loss, what have they made a lot or a little bit, right? This guy's made a lot, 300, 3,000%, 3,000%. And then what I do afterwards is I look to see, hey, is there a follow button? If there's a follow button, I follow, right? Let's see. Last 3 weeks, this guy's lost a lot of money. I don't even touch him. Lost a lot of money, don't want to touch him. 583%, he looks okay. But he only wins 46% of the time, so that means he loses a lot and he has a few lucky winners. I don't like that type of way of trading. I prefer people that have a win rate of over 80%, preferably 90%. So this guy right here, he's made about 1,200% in the last 3 weeks. He seems like he got lucky actually, because beforehand, accumulated, he's only had 227%. So kind of a red flag that says he had a good swing. He probably got lucky on this little last bounce, but you know, when the market's kind of going sideways, this guy's not too good of a trader. That's what I can infer from that, because overall, not a good record, but in the last few weeks, he had a very good record, right? This guy is doing okay. 100% win rate, 540 transactions, profit loss 1,000% in the last 3 weeks, 3,000% in the last for the totality of his trading on Bidget. So this is something that I would follow. Once I go here, I would say how much money do I want to give him? Let's just say $50, right? And then I would do maximum position. I usually set it to 5,000. They're not really doing 5,000, but I think that's for the leverage itself. And so if you want to do leverage mode, you can do future settings like what you have personally, or you can do follow the trader to follow their leverage. I normally do follow the trader. It makes it very easy. Or if you don't feel comfortable, sometimes they do 100x leverage, right? If you don't feel comfortable, you can go to future settings, and then what you can do is once you're here and you go to your trading, or let's see right here, you'll see this right here, this little leverage button. This is what it'll use. I can have the ability to go up to 125x. Some of you may only have the ability to go up to 50x, right? But yeah, you might want to just set it to 50x or 25x, if you will. Because that the more leverage you have, every single tick is so much more of a percent. It goes up a lot or goes down a lot, and which can be very bring out a lot of anxiety. Like right now, what do we see from Bitcoin coming up here? Dogecoin's still kind of bleeding out here slowly, but Bitcoin's making a little bit of a turn. I don't want to bet against Bitcoin at this point, but I still want to bet against Dogecoin because Dogecoin likes to bleed, right? But if I took a position on, let me just do this right here. I'll do a $10 trade with 125x leverage, okay? And I will do a long here because I want to see this pop up right there. Oops, excuse me, $10 trade right here. 125x leverage, okay. And we'll come back here in like a few minutes and you'll see exactly where this is at, right? This little, I bought right, let's just say at this line right here. Right there at that line. You see how it's kind of dropped down a little bit? I don't know if I got that exactly right. That little drop is 5% to me because I'm using 125x leverage. Now, in reality, it's only 32 cents, something like that, right? Not a crazy thing. But you'll see that, like, you know, when you use the leverage, you're making a lot of money real fast or you're losing a lot of money real fast. So, well, let me leave it on here for a little bit. I want to see a little bit of a peak. I don't want it to kind of die back down. This is just what I kind of want. Probably, what are we looking at here? It has a chance to go up a little bit higher here. And then I'll show you guys what I make or what I lose. Don't worry about the exact number because I'm not risking more than $10 here. Well, I am, but I don't think it's going to crash all of a sudden. And as that happens, we'll see how much, you know, money kind of comes out of it. Like right now, it's up 1%, 2%, 4% now, just off that little move. And you see how much further that is off the line. That's 5%. So if it goes up here, that may be 50%. If it goes down here, that's a loss of about 50%. Nah, probably a loss of 50% right here. 50% could be up here. So we'll keep it on it, guys. We'll keep it on it. I just wanted to play this little bit of a, little bit of a swing here. And this is a 5-minute chart. Oh, that means a little bit different, actually. Oh, well, that's fine, too. So we'll see if it's able to break out or not. Probably going to come down here, looking at the 1-minute chart. But let's see if it's able to have a little bit of volume and pump it up here. Let's see. Hey, hello, Scratcher. Oh, no worries, Dr. Slay. Yeah, I'll make a tutorial for this, guys. I will make a tutorial for it tomorrow. Shiba Inu, let's see. Oh, am I still holding? Yeah, Laura Scratcher, I'm still holding my position. I'm thinking about selling it, though, pretty soon. Honestly, I'm thinking about selling it, and whenever it ends up coming back down, I'll buy it back up again for more Sheeb. I don't really care too much about the profit of Sheeb because I only tossed in $200 in there, and it's been, of course it's gone up a lot, but I think I can make some good money off of it, right? Stephanie, sorry, guys. Hey, Hayden, do you still want us typing a bunch of stuff waiting on Ethereum to pop? Same here. But yeah, sure, yeah, guys. The more comments you guys can give the channel, the best. Guys, any comment you guys want to do, don't worry about it, because I can keep track of all the comments pretty well right now, because it's not like a crazy amount of people in here. So if you guys want to spam whatever you want to say, go for it, because I do appreciate it a lot. Every comment helps out a lot. Like, so much, in fact, that YouTube tells me, tells me the chat rate. So I know it views it as important. So right now it's 0 because nobody's messaged in the last minute. So feel free to message as much as possible, guys. It does help on the channel a lot. Let's see right here. What do I think about ADA? I like ADA. Tell me the Bitcoin Gold ticker, Low Roller Scratcher, and I'll do it for you. I like ADA a lot. Nothing's really happened to it. Oh, where's ADA? Sorry, trying to multitask here. ADA is off the chart. I might have accidentally taken it off. That's interesting. ADA. There we go. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. ADA right there. And this is a little snapshot, guys. We are currently up 11% since we bought that small position. It's just a tiny position, guys. I'm just trying to show you guys. I figured it would go up from here, and I just want to show you guys, when you guys use leverage 125x, that's like, 10% profit. It just went down to 6%, just like that. So that's why you got to be very careful with it. And that's why I'm telling you guys not to use this leverage. This is why I'm telling you guys to use 50x leverage instead of 25x leverage. It'll just save you a lot of grief when you guys are starting off. Ooh, excuse me. Moving over here to ADA. Somewhat of a similar Dogecoin. Popped, bleeding back down, right? Now this is 80 on the day chart. Let me get the arrow over here. Let me get this. Oh boy. How do I want to play this? Can I use it? Maybe like this. I've been looking at something like this for a while. Now this is all the way into next year. But whenever it does end up breaking out of this, I think it'll be crazy time here. This is a weekly chart. This is the weekly chart. So I think ADA is actually finding a bottom on the weekly. It might come down a little bit more here. But I think it wants to curl up here eventually, which would be pretty nice. Now to go back to the day chart, looks a little bit different, of course, looks a lot more ugly. Short term, guys, it did break out. Nothing really happened. This Bitcoin was pretty stagnant. Let's see. It's on the verge of another breakdown, it looks like here. If Bitcoin goes up, maybe it'll save it and have a little bit of a pop closer to maybe $2.30, a little bit of a cushion zone. But right now, ADA looks like it wants to fall down again, which is not going to be a good sign for it. I'd be looking to buy if it does break down again. I'd be looking to buy and open up a small position to kind of ride back up. That's something I would definitely consider for you guys. But as of short term, I mean, you guys could be buying right now since it has support. But since Bitcoin is still, a little iffy, you might want to wait that out a little bit more. Let's see, what do we at now? Yeah, so because Bitcoin's still on the daily chart. You know, who knows how long this recovery is going to be. We had a nice green day. Hopefully, this is just a little bit of a wick, and we actually take another jump up here, where we actually run into, yeah, maybe somewhere around $57,000 tomorrow. I think that's definitely a possibility for us right now. But hopefully, it doesn't turn into just like, you know, come down for 24 hours and then try to do something else where we kind of wave around. I want to see Bitcoin continue to skyrocket here and try to go past 60,000 if possible. That'd be freaking, you know, epic at that point. Let me pop up right here, though. So hopefully that'll be able to help ADA. But for the most part, I mean, ADA is bleeding out. But, you know, okay, don't get me wrong. Look at this. Pop right up there, 200%. I sold the majority of my ADA actually here and not up here. So I didn't get the most of it. But, you know, I'm still up more from where I'm now. I have not bought back into ADA yet. I'll probably buy in sometime next week or this week if it actually does crumble a little bit, and I'll start to take nibble positions where I probably put in $100 every other day until I fill up a $2,000 position, and I can see if that can ride back up or something similar to that. And then you guys will see that 15% profit or whatever I was at. You'll see how that little drop probably decimated it, and now it's at net down 11% or 12% profit, right? So that's kind of like the worries of using extra leverage, right? Although it's kind of fun. I'll leave it on for a little bit longer to see where it goes. Pop that right back over there, though. Let's see. Let me do something very fast, guys. Pop down my phone. Head on the charger. All right. How is Bank of America looking? Do you think it will keep moving up? I don't know. How did it do today? I thought it was down during open, and then it came up over time. I don't like when stocks normally do that. Bank of America, it continued. Oh, it did break out yesterday. It's still holding. Yeah, so it did start lower, then it ended up coming back up. Yes, that's right. Okay. The 5-minute chart. So low continued throughout the day. All right. Yeah, so far it looks fine. It looks like tomorrow it may actually come down during pre-market again, then have a slow boost. Oh, let me get this trend line here. This is on the 45-minute chart right here. Cutting it pretty darn close, if you ask me. What's the day chart look like? The day chart looks a little bit more bullish. If it doesn't have a pop-off tomorrow, I would say you can start scaling out of your position, especially if you bought yesterday. That way the theta doesn't take too big of a hit against your options prices here. And if it goes up, maybe you could add more to your position. Oh gosh, my nose is getting stuffy. Let's see. I'll open up some options flow data for you guys. See if anybody's been buying any calls on Bank of America. All right. That expire in the next 3 weeks. 2 puts in the majority calls. They're all for next Friday or this Friday. Maybe one for the 22nd. And they have their calls priced at about $43, $44, $45. And right now it's about 44. So yeah, they're expecting some type of pop here. They're expecting maybe a pop tomorrow. So that's the only reason I could see that so many hedge funds actually buying this many calls. And these are definitely small positions though, so nobody's really heavy in it. But it looks like the majority of people are assuming that, or they believe that the price is going to go up over the next few days. Especially these people that have 10-15 calls and the people that have 10-8 calls. If Bank of America goes down tomorrow, these 10-8 calls probably lose like 20-30% of their value, since the market will, since Friday is when these contracts expire. So my dog's asleep. Okay, good. Let me see. Was there actually any good flow today? I totally did not look at this. I need to, since I'm paying for it. Advanced expires next year. All size. Premium. Over 500K. Show last. Oh no, I don't need that. Alright. Oh, actually, contract price. $5 and below is what you guys will probably want to see. XRT had some big money flowing into it. Oh, actually, let me sort by that premium. Volatility index. Somebody thinks we're about to get a little bit more volatile here. Anything else here? N-test. Let me see, what is that? Net ease looks like. So somebody believes that this is going to go up even higher, and it looks like it's going to break up tomorrow above the 200 moving average, or excuse me, the 50 moving average. So this one could be something you guys might want to take a look at. They've been buying call, or this guy bought a whole bunch of calls for it that expire next Friday at 90 strike price, and the current strike price, it's currently at $88. So they might know something, guys. They might know something here. So keep an eye on this one. Net test tomorrow. Anything else here? Oh, and one for NVIDIA for next Friday. So NVDA here, let me just take a quick look at it. NVIDIA, it looks like it found support here on the trend line, barely. Even though it kind of broke down from the old trend line, but I don't need this anymore. I don't like the way that looks, but we're not going to hit that anyway. Alright, but I'll do this. So yeah, they think it's going to continue to bounce and probably try to go up to, what do they have it as? Well, that's a pretty decent size too. What's the strike price at? 207? That's at 207 now, so they believe it's going to pop up tomorrow as well, so for next week. So that may be something good. I'm guessing either later on this week or next week, a lot of these people are expecting a nice little rally from a lot of these indexes, which could be very profitable. So I'll keep you guys updated. I'll make a couple of videos tomorrow for you guys, and hopefully that works out. I'm probably going to start pumping out a lot more published content as well. I took a course today on thumbnails, and I'm still practicing on how to make thumbnails and everything like that. So it's going to take a minute, but pretty soon I'll have some really cool thumbnails to show with you guys once I kind of finish my course on, what is it called? Masterclass on Skillshare about how to make thumbnails and whatnot, or just in general. Let's see. Hey, Legal Eagle, well, that's a lot of ADA. I would keep holding it. Long term, I think that thing's gonna go pop. Let's see. Hey, Mohammed, can you look up XRP? Yeah. So far, so okay. It broke out of the small term downtrend, and now it's just kind of going sideways. It looks okay. It looks fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm waiting for it to eventually come up here and pop. I still think it's worth buying at these levels. I still like it. If you guys want to have a stop loss in XRP, probably it's going to be about 10% down at this point in time because you didn't buy at the trend line pop right here. Excuse me. But the upside for XRP, if it does end up popping above the 50 moving average here, I mean, you got a good 20% profit right there. So if you guys want to do this trend line as your stop loss, or you guys can use the 20-day moving average or the 200, maybe on the 4-hour chart, you guys can use the 50 if you guys are really concerned about a potential drop or just becoming a bag holder or something like that. You can use that right there. But so far with XRP, I think it's fine. It's breaking out. You see a little pop right there, a little bit of volume each time. It's been very slow so far because Bitcoin's taking its time. But, you know, usually Bitcoin, when Bitcoin rallies, it takes maybe 1 or 2, maybe even up to 3 weeks before altcoins really pick up to the price where they need to be. So, you know, because everybody's waiting to see, hey, is Bitcoin going to stabilize? Is Bitcoin going to stabilize? Then it'll justify the altcoins having a massive surge, which is where we make a lot of money, right? Hey, Cheat Code Fitness. I really appreciate you taking the time to do a full video tutorial for Bidget. Can't wait. Thanks for the referral, Michael. Hey, no worries, Cheat Code Fitness. Happy to help you guys out. And so far, yeah, I've heard from a couple of you guys, and some of you guys have really enjoyed it. Some of you guys have a lot of questions, so you don't feel comfortable until I kind of do a tutorial on it. I will do a full tutorial. I will do it for how to set up money here. Oh, look at that. Now I'm down 20% right off that little teeny right there. But what was I going to tell you guys before? Yeah, so I'll do a full tutorial kind of breaking everything down, talking to you guys about what's the difference between quantum swap futures, simulation futures, futures info, and stuff like that. You guys will probably use the USD Unified account only. Maybe the futures account if you guys want to, the simulation account if you guys want to practice trade, and you guys will do their copy trading and maybe the buy crypto page. Right? You go you enter your credit card information and you talk about the crypto you want to buy. What do you call? I don't really do this too much. I normally just get crypto from somewhere like Voyager or prefer like Coinbase or something like that, and I just send stuff from Coinbase over there, right? So it makes it pretty easy. And I've never had a problem with losing any crypto or anything like that. I always run like a test beforehand. So I'm a guy that doesn't care about fees when it comes to transferring out of wallets because I'm willing to do a small $10 investment to make sure my funds are going to the right wallet. And if that $10 makes it through, then I go with the full $500,000 whatever amount of money I'm looking to send over. I don't care about the fees, even if it's even sometimes it's at $7 or whatever for $10 send off. I don't care because I love to make sure. So far, no problems with sending my money over here as well. And the copy traders have been very good to me so far. So we'll see how that works out. But going back to XRP, looks fine to me at the moment. Looks very fine to me. I'm waiting for a big pop up to maybe $1.28 pretty soon, which will be about 25% profit or so. Hey Ninja Mike, have you been? How hard do you think SHIB will retrace? Oh, probably a good 25 to 50%. I could see that happening for SHIB. But as long as the sucker's running, I'm gonna let it run. Right? I mean, we've had our 2 good green days, or probably due for a couple of red days now, according to the cycle here. But hopefully we just come down a little bit more, and then we pop back up, right? Who knows how long it's really going to be, because a lot of you guys will probably hold through this cycle right here until it decides to dump, and then once it dumps, then that's when you guys will also dump, right? Because you guys don't really care too much about where it's headed, right? This is a 4-hour chart too, so in about 41 minutes we might see a little bit of a downturn. We'll wait it out though. Oh, my dog's having little dream hiccups. Let me go back actually over here. Hey Ninja, someone bought 6 trillion. Oh wait, hey Monica, what's your opinion on SKL for the next few months? What is SKL? Oh, this isn't really doing anything interesting here. It's a little far from a breakout, but if it does manage to pop off the 50-day moving average here, just getting up there would be an actually nice little thing. Let's see if it's up 11%, back up to the breakouts 31%. Let's see. Since Bitcoin's kind of stagnating at the moment, this is the daily chart. This could come back down to maybe 28 cents, 29 cents. That might be a good time to be buying in here. If Bitcoin can hover around these levels and stay above 50,000 for the next few weeks or so, this could have a nice little pop off where you could almost double your money if it breaks above this 50-cent resistance level. Actually, let me see this exact resistance level. About 50 cents, 0.5043. So that could be pretty nice right there. That's what you'd be hoping for in this scenario. But short term, wait to buy in because it looks like it's going to come down a little bit more. For the next few months, we don't know exactly what's going to happen in the next few months just because of how volatile crypto is going to be. But, your highlight point should be on this breakout right here. Try to buy a position there. Probably not worth buying it right now since it's still coming back down since it got rejected by the 50. Let's see. It's kind of getting boggled around between the 50 and the 200 on a 4-hour chart. Might be kind of nice to see if it pops off. That may actually help it out a lot. But yeah, short term, it's okay. You can buy it if it pops above the 200 on the 4-hour chart, or you can buy some more of it if it comes down a little bit lower, maybe to 30 cents, which is about a 6% drop from where it's at now. So not bad. And Dogecoin's still heading down here. I knew I should have shorted it. Let's see right here. Alright, and so I'll close my Bitcoin position right here. But you can see how it's down 45%, right? And that's why I caution you guys against using leverage. That's why I told you guys that, I use a little bit of a small account. But yeah, that's just what I do. Normally what I'll let me actually. I don't want to wait for it to do it since it's not really a large order. I'll do a flash close. There we go. Because it looks like it's probably going to come down a little bit more. But yeah, you guys get my point. This is where you probably want to open up a little bit of a short after getting rejected. Okay, there we go. Hey, Glam Life. Let's see. What is your opinion on SHIB? I like SHIB a lot. I'm just holding. I'm not buying. I'm just holding. If you guys buy, I really think you guys need to be watching it very closely for the entirety of your position there, because when it tanks, it's going to tank. So I don't want you guys to become a bag holder. Hey, Travis, I just made 10K on Shiba. All right, there you go. I know Secret Fish made some good money on SHIB as well, so everybody's making some good profit on SHIB. I'm glad. See me. Hey, Lost Soul, let me check out Riot for you. Yeah. Yowza, okay. You got a nice floor at about $20.50. Pop this right there. We did have a slight breakdown though, as you can see from right there. Ran into a little bit of a wall trying to get back above that trend line there. What's the weekly look like? What music is that? Alright. So far it looks okay. If you... Excuse me. What the... If you do want to get a position on here, I would actually just wait till the breakout personally. Unless you want to buy it so close to this $20 level, you know, like 21, 20, where you're risking only like a few percent, right? $22 is 10%. If you go down, if you try to buy around $21 or 20, that's, you know, maybe about, what is that? Oh, that's pretty hefty right there. So yeah, I'd probably wait a little bit before buying into this. Long term, looks fine. It looks like it's poised for a breakout here in the next few weeks. I'd be happy with that. On the day chart, just wait it out. Just wait this sucker out. Especially if Bitcoin's able to reach 60,000 again, this thing will go. It'll just have a field day, right? And if I actually go over here to Riot, let me see. Does it actually have any short float here? Short float of 19%. So that's an easy squeeze right there if that does come to pass. So that'd be kind of fun. Just be aware you do have earnings in November. Last earnings, nothing really happened. Earnings before that, nothing really happened. Earnings before that, nothing really happened. Earnings before that, nothing really happened. So you don't have to worry about earnings too much. It looks like Bitcoin's going to drive this through. Has a pretty commanding short interest float on it. So when it pops and it breaks out, I would assume a nice little short squeeze is going to ensue right there. Doge is down 5%, guys. So oof. Well, what I might do here is, and it's down 5% in the last 3.5 hours. Let's see. Down 6% today. Sushi's down 5. XTZ's down 9. What is this? Still bleeding out too. So a lot of stuff is bleeding out. And maybe Doge will find its bottom here pretty soon as well. But I told you guys a few minutes ago, Doge broke support, so that's not a good thing to see. Never buy right here if you're going to short. Always try to buy when you're afraid it's actually going to peak up and break out. That's always the hardest thing about buying short positions. Alright, I'll go over here though. So, is there more? Let me see. Bitcoin doesn't look too strong. Let me see what I can do here. There we go. See where it goes from here. This is, I should have looked at the 1 minute chart. That's fine. So, we'll see where it goes. I'll do a quick little trade on this one. Because if we can just go down a little bit, I should be able to make a little bit of money. But who knows, sometimes we get a nice little surprise pop, right? Let's see. But congrats, Travis. Yeah, man, I pulled out 200. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. 200 million sheep. League Eagle has 4,600 ADA. Oh my gosh. And so far, there's that Bitcoin drop I'm looking for. There we go. Oh, I should have done Doge, but you know what? Sometimes I just like doing Bitcoin. I don't know why. All right, well, I'm up 30 bucks. I'm up 16%. That's usually a good time to call it a day for a nice little scalp here. But let's see if greed can make me a little bit of money. Come on, greed. Reward me for being greedy. This is why I hate scalping, is every second literally counts. And now see, now we're green a little bit. We're gonna go back to red. Good. I want to see a little bit of pouring down here, but again, we'll wait a couple seconds because now I'm only up 11% or 20 bucks, right? So we'll wait it out. Let's see, ICP. I personally don't like ICP, but I'll be happy to talk to you about it. All right, there we go. Ah, there you go. Yeah, so a little bit of a bounce. Hoping this little bit of a trend will continue on though. But yeah, so as far as ICP is concerned, the day chart, it did have its breakout moment. It looks fine. It's continuing to grind on. So far ICP is still a decent hold at the moment. I don't like ICP, not because of the technicals or anything like that. I just don't like ICP about how they came about and how they tried to give themselves such a crazy valuation. And then of course everybody sold like madness, and now it's kind of doing something. So for now it looks okay. It's kind of close to breaking down again. I still think it's an okay thing if you guys want to hold, but long term wise, I'm like, it's just okay for me. It's just okay if you guys want to get into that one. But there is money to be made, right? As much as I don't like it, there's still money to be made. Let me exit out of this position. I'll take my 6% profit and hit the hills. Most things I'm gonna talk a little more about different coins with you guys. But yeah, so far so good. So far so good. On ICP, breakout, clear breakout. Moving up slowly, you know, looks like it's consolidating. Tomorrow will probably be a big day for this. Tomorrow after 5 p.m. So really the day after tomorrow, if you ask me. So wait until then before you want to buy, because you'll have a much better chance to get a better position on this one. And yeah, ooh, Dogecoin just, yeah, oosh, ouch. Aha, that's why I sold. I don't want to worry about that type of crap. That's why you got to be real smart and see what's happening at every second. It slowed down. Turned green for just a minute. Even though I was up, you get out of it. It may come back down, guys. It may come back down. I don't care. But I take my little bit of profit. Mostly because I'm not actually looking at it. Guys, when I trade with leverage, especially since I knew I made a mistake as soon as I bought it, I accidentally used 125x leverage. I normally stick to 50. Confirm. What do you call? When I trade, usually I'm doing my own trading and I'm not like doing the copy trading. I'm usually have up to about four things like this up all at the same time, and I'm watching it and watching it and watching it. I'm not just leaving and going to do stuff. The longest I'll be away from my computer is to let my dog out to the bathroom, right? So there you go. But again, Dogecoin is the clear and obvious winner for shorting right here. My gosh, this thing is just like, I need to learn from this lesson that Doge, like I always tell you guys, Dogecoin pops and drops. Well, I need to actually start trading off of that instead of just, you know, looking at it. But for the longest time, I didn't have the ability to short Doge, so I'm still a bit, you know, cautious because I feel like there was a lot of people that shorted Doge on the last rally and they got burned quite a bit, right? But you never know, right? This looks like a pretty deep bottom right there. Let's see. Hey Travis, not dumping playing with house money now. That's probably the best way to go for Sheeb. I put in $200 a few months ago now. Geez, and so far it's been rewarding. Let's see right here. Hey Ryu, Doge is at 25 cents while Bitcoin's at 25K. I feel like I've been played yet. YouTubers still hyping Doge. I mean, I'm not really hyping it. If you've been here for a while, you notice I said right now for a long-term hold, you can buy Doge, but it's just going to be more of a painful experience where you might want to buy it once the momentum kind of kicks in there. Ask anybody. I've said you can buy Doge if you want to, but there's better plays out there. But I'm one of those weird YouTubers who kind of, I don't know. I'm just a weird YouTuber. But yeah, stick around. You might learn something. Otherwise, yeah, don't worry about it, man. Hey, Mike, any chance you could take a look at SCRT? SCRT. Let me take a look at it. I'm guessing it's this secret network. Okay. Pop. Huh. U.S. network. Okay. Well, I will tell you it's not the time to be buying it, but pretty ugly breakout, but it did end up popping off of that breakout. I guess the real breakout probably happened right there then, but by then, who's going to buy it for that third time? Let me see over here. There we go. Okay. Hop in the 4 hour here. Maybe the 2 hour may help me out a little bit more. Is there any way to make that work? No, there's not. Okay. Alright, so this thing has been slowly bleeding off after a really nice move up. Kind of like, imagine it looks a little bit like Dogecoin, but so far it's only down a little bit so far today. It's come down about 25% since that peak, maybe just about like a half a day ago, a day ago. Not too bad here. I wouldn't touch this again for a few more hours until it has the potential to pop and break out again. That may be something you might want to see. It may lead to some type of an ugly W play, so if it actually does get back up here, what you guys can do is you can buy some if it comes down a little bit lower to maybe $3.30. Well, that's pretty close. You guys could buy now if you wanted to, and if it does end up breaking out above this level right here, this $3.71, then you can actually double down on your position and watch the W form like this, if I can get my path. So somewhere it might come down a little bit more, come up here, right? And then from there, that's the W pattern working its magic, and then you double down right there at this point. And as it goes up, it may come down, whatever, but it should go up in a bullish pattern right there. So that's what I could see happening for Secret Network. So you could buy, I mean, what is the actual percentage change right here? If you care about the extra 4, maybe 3%, you could wait a little bit longer. It might actually come down a little bit more. But on this breakout is where you really might want to actually take that position anyway. On the breakout here, take a small position, double down if it actually breaks through there. Otherwise, you can actually sell for a small profit, but a profit nonetheless. There you go. Ooh, I'm really glad I sold that position right there. You bought at 28 cents. You're going to have to wait a little bit for this pop. Remember, don't buy during FOMO. Don't buy during FOMO. It's not the good thing. You have to buy when nobody else wants to buy, and everybody's kind of depressed about it. Man, Dogecoin is just... This is really good for shorting. Now I understand why some people short this stuff. But yeah. Hey, Ken. Hope you're having a very good evening. And hey, Haram. Let's see right here. Hey, Mohammed. Stop loss for XRP? Yeah. Well, that really depends on what you want to use as a stop loss. Okay, so I'll give you a few stop losses. Medium term, you could probably go down to 96 cents or so. If you're looking to hold this for more than about a week or more, 96 cents, maybe even $1 would probably be a good stop loss. Short term for you, no. Let's say. Look at the 4 hour. You can use the 50 moving average on the 4 hour chart if you want to have a pretty tight stop loss. Pretty tight means it's very it's more likely to actually trigger the stop loss, right? On the day, maybe you're looking to use the 200 moving average to help you out. And right now, that's occurring at 98 cents. In a couple of days, it'll probably up closer to $1.02. Okay, I'd probably recommend the 200 day moving average may help you out a little bit. But chances are, if it does actually use that as a support level, you'd probably want to eyeball it, or you will have to eyeball it. But there's still a chance that it kind of comes down and the wick is down here and it actually holds, and then it bounces up the following day. So just be aware of that. Back over here to Doge. Oh, Doge is trying to have a little bit of a recovery here. Hey Ninja, why is B? I don't know what that ticker is, but I don't know why it's 100% up. Coin market cap. What is it? BTCST. Bitcoin standard hash rate token. Oh, I don't know idea. Smaller market cap of 484 million. Has gone up through a 1 to 10 token research. No, okay, that's a while ago. Looks somewhat similar to Sheeb. Was doing nothing for a while and kind of popped. 3 months. A little bit higher. Yeah, I don't know the news why this is happening, but it looks like it's been getting pumped up pretty well. Is on TradingView here. Yeah, there it is. Oh, because this thing used to be much higher. This thing used to be back up at $430. So I think that people are trying to push this back up and have like push it back up to some really old levels. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but that's what people are trying to do at the moment. So it can be worth trying to catch on and get some on this ride. What I would say is if you guys want to ride this and have some fun with it, you might want to use a more generous stop loss, or maybe a 20% stop loss may help you here. But yeah, I have no idea exactly why this is up. Maybe news, maybe just volume came in. Usually it's just volume coming in and pop, 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 pop. No, sorry for the allergies, guys. Hey, let's review look at H-bar. Yeah, let's see. Remember, guys, if you guys want me to see something, you guys got to put down the ticker, just in case. So yeah, so far, this is looking okay. H-bar is looking fine. Looking more at this. Pretty long pennant here, but I think short-term wise, you may have a good buying opportunity in the next week, preferably, or this week if you want to buy on the low right here instead of the breakout itself. You can buy right there, and if it manages to hold this trend line, and it probably will hold the 50-day moving average, then you can hold on to that position and see if it'll break out later on. If it breaks down, then you're going to get out of that position, you're going to sell, and you might actually look to short that position instead. So you got to be careful with this one at the moment. And if you do short this on the breakdown, you're probably looking to come down to about 29.30 cents, which is not going to be too big of a drop from where the breakdown price occurs. If it happens tomorrow or the next day, it'll probably be around here, which is going to be about 12% gain on the short. Long, you're going to have to buy down here if you want to. If it moves up just to resistance on the trend line, that's 20%. If it goes up a little bit higher to try to match this level, that's about 30% profit right there, which would be pretty darn good. What's Sheeb doing right now? Just being patient with Sheeb, it looks like at the moment, so nothing too crazy. If you guys are looking to buy Sheeb a little bit later as well, let me see. That's what you guys are looking at. Right there. This is a 5-minute chart, though. Hey, Ghost Rider, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. What do you have to say? Super chat's always welcome. Oh, there you go. I just smashed the like button. And who's next? Hey, guys, if you guys can, please make sure to subscribe and make sure to hit the like button. I know I don't say that enough, but please consider hitting the like button because it does help out these videos a lot, even with my stuffy nose going on right here. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it a lot. There we go. Hey, Bryce, I'm up $600 on Sheep. Hey, there you go. Up $700 on Sheep. Oh, geez. It's moving pretty fast. I'm hoping I can have another breakout here pretty soon, and that can get it up to, I don't know, who knows where Sheep is trying to go. Maybe to the 440 range, 4,000 here. I'm not going to say the entire number because I hate saying it, but that number that starts with the last 4 digits are 4,000. Let's see. Hey, Louis, we already talked about Ethereum Classic, but I can give you a quick rundown again. Let's see. There you go. So far, so good. It just broke out. It looks like it's trying to go sideways and not actually pop up like some of these other coins here. So not having the best movements from Ethereum Classic, but overall, looks fine. It's still grinding up here pretty soon. Probably the best time to buy it would have been around here, as it was fine. It was getting stable and hit the trend line here. But you know, if you wanted to open a position here, you could use the 200 daily moving average as a level of support for it. But you're going to be hoping that it can pop up above the 50 in the next like 2 to 3 days. That way it can try to get back up towards $60 and try to have a little bit of a rally. Because if it is able to pop up above here, that's when you can see some nice returns on your investment there. There we go. Hey, Doge is starting to come back up a little bit now. There we go. There you go. Doge on the 5. Actually, what's Bitcoin on the 15? Move this back up here. There we are. What is this exact number here? 55,750. That's where our wall is at the moment. Did I do that right? Yep. Okay. So this is our wall. We're kind of in this. This is really the channel that Bitcoin's in at the moment. So if Bitcoin comes down a little bit more, possibility of making a little bit of money right there. Otherwise, it's going to be climbing the stairs and trying to pop off again. Either or, it's going to happen while most of us are sleeping. Let's see. Hey, Daniel, what do you think about Umbrella Network? Let's see. UMB. Let me see this right here. Umbrella Financial Corporation. Umbrella Network. I guess KuCoin will have to do here. Daily. There you go. This is much better. I need to see the full picture. Oh, I've talked. No, I haven't talked about this before. It's just pretty new. I don't know what this crazy spike was, but it's had a little bit of movement here with Bitcoin on the rise. Still kind of going up here. Bleeding out pretty a lot, actually. So how much has it bled out so far? 30%, 35%. Yeah, was it? Not too much technicals here because it's pretty far away from the trend line. But let me do a quick peek here. Okay, for this one, I would say wait for it to kind of die down a little bit and find a little bit of consolidation for like maybe 1 to 3 days. From there, you might be able to look at a position. It might fall down below the 20 moving average here, so that means it might actually come back down towards maybe 35 cents or so. So just be aware of that. On the 4 hour, maybe it comes down and it holds above 35 cents or so. Yeah, 35. On the 200 moving average of the 4 hour chart, that may be the right time to buy. Maybe use a 10% stop loss just to give yourself a little bit of breathing room, since this thing looks like it's trying to come down after a really nice little rally here. And then you're probably going to be looking to hold on to this for maybe a month at least to get some really good profit out of it, because you're going to be buying way down here low, knowing that it might come all the way back down to the trend line. Hopefully not, but probably this might be the low down here on the 200 moving average. And then from there, you're hoping that it's eventually to try to come up out of here and break out and try to go back up towards at least 85 cents, maybe even what is this up here? $1.50. Short term, I think 85 cents is reasonable over here in the next 2 months or so, but you're going to be holding on to it for a little bit of time, okay? But you're looking just for a good position to start this trade off with. But long term looks fine to me. It looks like it's getting some momentum, even though it's dying afterwards. Just make sure if it does have a massive pop, you try to sell on that high note of that pop, just to protect yourself from losing out any more money. See, can I look at Sol? Yeah, I can take a quick peek at it. We talked about it a little bit ago, but it's not really doing anything special at the moment. I told you guys a couple days ago it was going to continue to fall, and so far it has continued to fall. Hit resistance, unfortunately. Right now it's battling with the 20-day moving average. If it's able to hold, you might have a random breakout that's a little bit earlier than expected. Right now, Kind of reminds me of Tesla, actually. There you go. So if it breaks down below this trend line right here, then you know you need to sell your position, and hopefully you can buy back down on the 50-day moving average, or you can be able to buy back down maybe a little bit lower at around $118 or so. Hopefully Bitcoin makes a move in the next 24 hours, which is totally possible, where this actually helps Sol and some of the other coins start to rally back up for an early breakout, or at least just to hold on to the trend line. So if you believe that Bitcoin's going to make a little bit of a move this week or the next few days, whatever, you're pretty close to the trend line here at this, because this is a major level of support, especially with the 20-day moving average here. You had a pretty good level to start buying up some Sol if you expect it to have a nice little pop off here pretty soon. From there, it could try to do. Well, it's not going to be a W or anything really. It's just going to have a simple breakout where it can possibly get it back up to $200 or so, which would be pretty fortunate. It's like 25% increase, something like that, right? 30% increase from where it's at now. Oh, not from the breakout though. But yeah, you get my point, right? So I think Sol's fine. Nothing too crazy about it though. Let's see. Hey Hugo, is Matic still a move? Let me see. Not at the moment. You see, it got rejected. I took a small position actually on it a few days ago, and it didn't work out. You see, it was breaking out. You saw the huge volume it took to actually break out right then and there. Tried to break out, didn't do anything. It died back down. So I'm gonna give it another try here pretty soon. Let me see if I can actually grab this. Can I grab it? Jeez, no. 50 minutes. Can I grab it? There we go. There we go. All right. So next time it tries to break out, I'll give it another shot, but this time it didn't work out. Tried to buy it, came back down, and I just sold probably around here or here. So I just gave up on it. But yeah, I'm waiting for it to hit. When it does eventually hit, I guess we'll just have to wait a little bit longer, but the volume was there, everything was there, and it just couldn't finish through, right? But I'm watching it, but yeah, it's on my watch list for now. Oh, this is Dogecoin. This needs to be Bitcoin. This needs to be Dogecoin. There we go. Hopefully this can kind of reverse a little bit as well. IDEX, yeah, let me look at IDEX for you very fast. Yeah, this is blatant out. So you probably don't want to be in this right now unless it's looking to stabilize. Usually these types of plays are momentum plays on stocks, so you got to be very careful about how you approach them. Look at easy breakout, didn't do squat, right? Short flow 10%, technology software. What do you do? The website doesn't tell you what they do. So okay, so they're kind of like a bunch of engineers. Okay. Well, they don't really wow me as a company, but let me look at their blog. Yeah. You're either going to be looking to hold this for a potential pop, or you really believe in them long term. Although it does look like if you believe in them long term, you might have come across maybe a few splits in the past. Yeah, this company's been falling down for a while. Okay, let me go back to the daily chart for IDEX now. Last few pops have been pretty nice. You're only going to buy this in anticipation for a pop, so the timing is going to be key on your part. You know, we are headed for a little bit of support level right there at about $1.64, so this thing will probably grind lower than that. Or to that at least, probably maybe 170s, 160s. You know, this is something I probably wouldn't recommend buying into unless you just kind of a day trader want to play with the popping, so to speak. Yeah, this is really up to you. I wouldn't recommend getting into this one right now unless you're expecting some type of short squeeze coming up pretty soon. And, you know, it's due for one. But, man, you know, don't become a bag holder on this. Just be very careful about how you approach something like IDEX right now. Litecoin, yeah, let me see a Litecoin. There we go. Oh, this was a false breakout. That's brutal. Unless Bitcoin makes a move, this thing's going to come back down towards maybe about 17 cents, 16 cents over the next few days. So be careful of that. And because it's going to eventually fall down below this 50-day moving average is looking pretty heavy here. We got 20 hours left. If it's able to hold, maybe tomorrow will be a chance for a breakout, though, which would be pretty good for Litecoin. It looks like we might have to move this out a little bit more, so this adds a little bit more time that it's going to take for this breakout to occur. You know, it doesn't look bad, but I would look to get that better price if I was looking to buy in at this moment in time. But it doesn't look bad at all. Litecoin doesn't look bad. Excuse me. Same with Ethereum. Ethereum's continuing to grind up as well. Let's see. Hey, Cyberzone. Yeah, we already talked about ICP, but I can do a quick recap for you very fast. ICP. All right, here. So it did have a decent breakout. It is continuing to climb up here a little bit. Oh, that's fine. Right now, it looks like the difficulty is passing above the 50-day moving average. If it manages to pass above that, you can start to get really excited for ICP, because then from there, it might actually get back up towards $87 or so, which can be pretty interesting to watch. Now, I don't like ICP as a whole. You guys, most of you guys know that. I think of ICP as more of a joke, mostly because of how it opened up and everything like that. But right now, I still think it's going up. I'm following the trend right here. I would use the trend line as a level of support here. If you're really into ICP, that's what I'd be using. It may go up, it may go down, but as long as it stays above this trend line, you continue to hold on to that position. The moment it comes down below that, I would not hesitate to drop down my ICP position, take the loss or take the win if I buy up here and it, eventually breaks down at $58, whatever. So ICP, it's okay. If you're buying, use the trend line as support. So when you do buy, try to buy as close to that trend line as humanly possible, right? A little bit of Doge right here, okay. Let's see. Hey, for 10 Mike, salutations, checks TRNS. Let me take a quick look at this. Transcat. This is a stock, okay. $68. Well, this doesn't look too bad. I mean, it looks like it's having a little bit of a hard time popping over here, popping over about $68. But if it's able to do that, that's where you're going to enter into this position. You might even be able to buy some calls on this. This one's more of a melee. You're just waiting for it to pop right here. I could draw a trend line on the bottom if I wanted to, but long-term trend line, short-term trend line looks more like this, right? So far it looks fine. I would not touch it until it actually breaks above that level, above that $68, $69 level. That's when you're going to want to open a position for this one. Not a minute before, because this could easily just come back down and get knocked back down to $64, $65, whatever. Okay, but yeah, it looks fine to me at this moment in time. Actually, yeah, it looks fine. Yeah, I'll go back over here. Actually, there you go. Okay. Yeah, no worries. Awesome person, happy to help you out. Hey, Ken, mine some pie. I know, that's what that message is. It always tells me, mine some pie. I have a lot of pie at this moment, though. I'm at 9,000 pie at the moment. I know most people have stopped mining it, though. Nobody wants to wait that long for pie. Let's see. There you go. Oh, my dog's still asleep. Oh, sorry, Loki. But yeah, so let's see right here. Right here. Let me see if I didn't miss anything. That's fine for now. Hey, Doug Great. Up 24K on Sheeb. Let's go. Yeah, it's doing pretty hot so far. I think it's been dying down a little bit, yeah, so far. But Sheeb guys right now, gotta be patient with this sucker. Just gotta be patient with her. She is falling down below the 50 moving average on the 5-minute chart, so expect a little bit of movement coming down. On the 15, she's on the verge of falling down below the 20. I would consider this more of a beware spot than the 5-minute chart. But overall, it's okay to hold as long as you guys are trying to wait for another big pop. If you guys are looking for a stop loss, it's going to be that 27.32 level. But that's a pretty big drop, honestly. 10%, yeah. But I think that 10% drop is worth the chance of it, booming up here pretty soon, right? If you guys are looking for a shorter term stop loss in case you guys just bought up here or somewhere like that, you can use the 29.16 stop loss level. But if you guys have a moment, can wait it out a little bit, that 27.32 will probably give you much more room because I feel like this one would trigger pretty soon and you still have the same opportunity to kind of break out right there, right? So, and here's what I was just talking to you about a couple seconds ago. Look at that. Coming down below the 20. So, just be aware. Sheep's come up a long way. We'll see how long this rally wants to go. But really, that 50 moving average on the 5-minute chart was it. That's where everything was coming down. Let's go to 30. We're still fine. 30, 45, still fine. Hour, still fine. 2 hour, 4 hours, still fine. Okay. 15-minute coming down. 1 minute all coming down. Yeah. Some big selling volume coming in here. There we go. So far, yeah, let it do its work. It's pretty far from its support level. We'll wait it out, though. Seems worth watching, though. Yeah, no worries, Fritz. Hey, Ghost Rider, how's Loki? He's doing fine. He's just taking a nap down here. He's taking a nap. I'll probably let him out in a little bit. I'm gonna end the stream here in a few minutes, but yeah, he's due for a little bit of a little sleepy type thing. A little bit of a he has to go use the bathroom outside, and then from there I'm gonna actually go back to I have to continue learning about Photoshop so I can make some good thumbnails for you guys. My thumbnails right now are okay. They get good click-through rates compared to some friends I know, but I know they could be better, so I'm trying to work on making them better. Which, so far, it's looking okay. Hey, M2. Hello, Fred. Hoping all is well with you. Hey, M2. Yeah, everything's been actually pretty good. I got a puppy. I think this is the last time you've been here, making some decent money in the crypto markets here, and just kind of hoping for the resurgence of Bitcoin and a lot of crypto. So far, even though Bitcoin's gone up, all the altcoins are still being patient. So I'm pretty much waiting in anticipation for the altcoins to finally take their to really boom, I guess you would say, right? Hey, Ken. Hey, Mike. Shiba has a massive coin supply. How could it possibly reach a penny? I don't think the goal for it is to reach a penny. I think, okay, there are ways for it to reach a penny. They're not really pretty ways, and they require a lot of outside help. Like, if the United States goes through hyperinflation, it can go to a penny, right? But, or in the future, the market cap just has to get that high, but the market cap would have to get so enormous for that to happen, and it's just not really realistic in the short term, medium term, or maybe in the very, very long term. So, my goal is not to see SHIB go to a penny. If there's a YouTuber out there saying that, oh boy, you got to wonder about what they're really talking about. But yeah, so yeah, I don't think SHIB's going to go to a penny anytime soon. Maybe after we're all dead and in the earth and stuff like that, decades from now when inflation just got that bad, yeah, sure. But besides that, nah, I'm not too concerned with it hitting a penny. Hey, LaPush, good to see you again. Oh, there you go. Hey, Hugo, how bad do you think SHIB coin could drop? Can you show me how to set my stop loss and gain percentage on TradingView? Well, I'm using right now for the level of stop loss this 27.32 level, right? This is why you got to be careful with SHIB at the moment, just because it's already come up so much. Remember, is it worth the risk to grab these scraps when a lot of us bought back a long time ago? Let me see. So, I'm using this right here, this low point. It really is, the exact number is probably somewhere around here at 27.25, right? Because it is coming down below, well, let's see, has it broken yet? No, not yet. It may use this level right here as a support. Maybe. We'll have to wait this out. Let me go to the 1 minute chart. Yeah, fell below all that crap. Maybe this is going to be the support level for it. Hopefully it is. Because if it falls down below this, it won't probably come down all the way down here in a jolt. It'll probably come down a little bit more than try to take a little bit of a breather for a little bit. But Short-term stop loss is going to be 29.17. That's probably going to trigger here in the next half an hour or so. If you're looking for something a little bit more long-term, 27.25 is what you're going to be looking at the moment. Okay? The sheep's come down a lot. Like, this is the 5-minute chart. We haven't had too many big drops like that. We've had a few like this where it kind of comes back up, right? So that's what you're going to be hoping for. But for the majority, you know, we haven't had too many of it, massive drops. I'm thinking a whole bunch of stop losses are hitting right now, one after the other. All off this 50 moving average here. But let's see. Here we got the 1 second chart here for SHIB. Let's see where this bad boy is going. Looks like it's a battle. But you see here's support. Let's see if support can hold. If you wanted to open a position in SHIB, this is where you'd be taking that position at this very moment in time. And then you'd either do a scalp, or from here you'd be looking to say, hey, if it doesn't work out and it goes down below this blue line, which is still a possibility, then you're going to cut your position, take your loss of just maybe 1% or so with fees, and then just move on to something else, right? But if you're holding SHIB, this is a decent level of support. If you want to give it a little bit more room, which I think more people will, you want to go to that other level of support, which is about 27.25 on this one right here, okay? So, and there was that point. We'll see what happens. But SHIB is usually a pretty interesting one when it's moving, or any coin really when it's moving. It's really fun to watch. So, Bitcoin's having a little bit of an uptick, so hopefully that helps it out. Hey M2, congrats on your pup. Hoping your mom as well. Also, yeah, she's doing well. I saw her yesterday after dialysis. I'm picking up my sister from school tomorrow because she's going to dialysis, but she's doing pretty well. I'm trying to encourage her to walk a little bit more. Hopefully, she's able to do that. More energy, right? Because eventually, I want her to come walking with me at the park when I take Loki to the park in the mornings. I'll get a little walking stick if I have to get her outside. Because she's being cooped up in her house too much. And so instead of watching the news all day and whatever else she does, I need her to get active, so her doctor will be more happy with her muscle recovery, if you will, right? Hey, goes really dead. SHIB swap is selling NFTs for coin burns. Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty interesting. But I haven't heard about anything like that. I also want to have assets on Coinbase. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can have assets wherever you want to. Most people don't have all their crypto in one place. A lot of people have crypto at least stored in 5 different areas at least. Depending on how often you are, right? Okay, here we go. Let's see. Woo. Support. Let's see what happens if we break down below this. So far, it looks okay. Support held again, so. But, you don't want to see it come down. Oh, there we go. Alright, well, we came down, so. I might be off a fraction of a penny right here, so that may be it, too. No, maybe I wasn't. I was just a little early. Yeah, there you go. So. You're going to be waiting for the other level of support at the moment. Kind of moving in here. I don't think it'll fall all the way down there that fast, but I did just break through support right there, which is why you saw that huge level of volume. So really, the support level was probably somewhere right here or something like that. So, but yeah, I've been down pretty hard. There we go. Hey Parker, cheers. There we go. Hey, yes, walking in the sun will be amazing for her. Oh yeah. I do a lot of walking in the sun, although it's getting a little bit cold, but I bought her a nice Columbia jacket, so I'm sure she'll like that quite a bit. And let's go back over to the 1 minute on SHIB. Look at that. Yowza. Coming down, it's about to go negative for the day like everything else, so be aware of that, guys. Be careful with this one. This is what I use as the final stop loss. If it cuts, it cuts, take your profits and move on. For me, I'll probably sell mine here pretty soon. Unless it starts really plummeting or something like that, but unless it starts to really spike or something like that, and then I'll look to buy back down after a dip or something like that, probably. But I'm not really going to be using the money for profit. I'm just going to be looking to accumulate a little bit more SHIB. That's why I've been doing a little bit with Dogecoin, but mostly I've been doing that with BitTorrent, right? And this bad boy's still coming down. My gosh. Somebody took a position down here. I'm assuming people think SHIB is still bullish right now. It just really depends on how it wants to move from here on out. All right, let me go over here. Not bad. All right. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's being nice and boring with how it's trying to trade right now. right? Nice and boring. Nothing too crazy going on. Shiba's like a freaking roller coaster right now, which is not a bad thing. Let me see right here. Somebody's gonna. Oh, we're already down to this other line right here, so we'll see what happens. Wow, that was actually that was pretty fast. All right, it's making a little bit of a move right here. Hopefully, it's not just another. Hopefully, right? Oh, no, it's trying. Yeah, buyers are coming in here because if you look at the chart, this is where you want to start buying up right here. It can easily just slow down, especially with on the 50-minute chart. You have the 50 moving average coming in right here on the 5. You have the 200. That's going to be a little bit of time. On the 30, you have the 20 moving average. On the 45, the 20 is not going to do any good. Hour, yeah, it's only going to get further from there. So, you know, it can be trying to make a little bit of a move here to save itself. Hopefully it does. Back up here, it's still making a little bit of a move here. Go right here. Yeah, Shiba's on a little bit of a roller coaster now. Maybe that's what it took right there. We just watched something similar happen a few minutes ago, so this is actually pretty interesting to watch. Something about this is always mesmerizing. I don't know why, but this is why I pay the big bucks to so I can stream this type of stuff to you guys. Let's see. Hey, Alpha, 50% fee, 50.5% fee on Coinbase Pro. Thoughts? Best place to buy? Well, if they have the coin you want, guys, I'm a guy that doesn't care too much about fees. If you're looking for a long-term hold or a medium-term hold, fees are more for day traders, if you ask me. Let's see if this level of resistance can hold or if it gets broken through. But for fees, 0.5 isn't too crazy. My fees on Bidget are let me see what this guy told me they are. No, they're 0.20. They're 0.20. So they're a little bit less than Coinbase, quite a bit less, over half less, right? Coinbase is pretty darn pricey. Oh, somebody timed that properly. It might still break out above that line, but you saw how fast it is. Once it hit it, sell your position. Somebody scalped it. What you saw was a scalp from here to here. A scalp. Probably had some crazy leverage on, like maybe like 100, 500x leverage. But some people are crazy like that. It's really fun to do those types of trades. But yeah, as far as fees, you know, I usually don't care too much about fees. I would say, you know, Coinbase is pretty freaking expensive for fees. So just always realize that. But, I mean, you know, if Coinbase has something you want, don't be afraid of buying it, especially if you're buying it for a long-term position, okay? Short-term, if you're looking to trade back and forth daily as day trading, I wouldn't recommend it. You're going to probably have to find an exchange like KuCoin or, you know, Bidget if you want to try that one out. I like Bidget because it's so hard to find some of these exchanges that we all kind of like that's in America. You know, I liked another one, Bitly or whatever it's called, and that one was finding stuff that wasn't available in America. I kind of talked with Bidget a little bit, and I was like, "Hey, how did you guys get approved for America?" And they pretty much said they had to go through some crazy regulation process because it was incredibly hard. It cost a lot of money to do it. So I know they have what it takes to kind of like stay in good graces with America, so to speak, right? Oh, there it goes. It popped. This is just a little fun day trading stuff. A little scalping here, but you see what I mean? This guy sold right here. Didn't even give a flying you know what if it popped up later on. He just wanted to get the trade over with so he didn't have to worry about it. That's a beautiful day trade you saw right there, or scalp play. And he left profit on the table. But you know what? He made whatever amount of money he made. But yeah, so Coinbase fee overall, it's very expensive. I have a link down below if you want to try out Bidget. Go for it. If you don't want to try out Bidget, there's other places. There's other links I have down below as well. You might want to try KuCoin. KuCoin's another good one. I don't spell coin. Oh, Jesus. KuCoin. Right. Not bad. They have a trading bot if you want to use the trading bots. Earn profits without monitoring the market. I think this is okay, but somehow I just feel like the copy trading on Bidget, it's just done much better than the bot trading. And that's just kind of my opinion. And the one thing I like about KuCoin and Bidget, both of them, mostly Bidget, because Bidget's kind of newer and they're pumping out more money to new investors that try to sign up right. You see how they have all these kind of prize pools and everything like that? Like, $30,000 prize pool, 1 million USD Friday, whatever. If you go over here to Reward Center, you get a whole bunch of stuff for signing up. I forgot how you do their. I don't navigate. I don't look for the awards too often. I just kind of get them as I trade. Maybe this. No, I need to find out how to get to the page. Well, they tell you about all the different types of contests they have. It might be just be on the main page, but let me see. How do I do this? Let me go to Telegram. Let's go back to watching sheep for a second, though. Let me see it here. Oh, it's like they have a separate website for it, but they have 100 Bitcoin giveaway right now and a $5 million BGB, their personal token giveaway right now. So let me see if I can copy link. I'll email it to myself. So Seattle. JJ, no. Alright, let's see. Emails are pretty fast, aren't they? There we go. Leave. So they have this thing. Announcements, okay. Important news, whatever it is. So they, all these type of free stuff they're giving out. So all these exchanges are just doing a whole bunch to try to get you on board, because I think Robinhood and Webull, as good of apps as they are, is kind of like, well, good as but as good as they can be and how they help you trade when there's not too many alternatives. These other exchanges like KuCoin or Bidget and stuff like that, preferably Bidget. I like Bidget more than KuCoin, even though KuCoin has a little bit more coins. I just think it's going to be much better for you guys to start learning how to trade off of these platforms now, rather than trying to get dumbed down by Robinhood and Webull. And because Webull is not going to allow you to do 125x leverage or 50x leverage or 25x leverage, whatever. Leverage is very important if you're going to be day trading crypto, because Bitcoin's not really going up a lot percentage wise, but you can still trade it because you watch it every single day. Chances are you guys have watched more charts of Bitcoin than anything else in your life at this point, right? And so might as well learn how to start understanding how Bitcoin works, so when the time comes, you can just start making some easy profits off of it, right? So like, even I've done a couple trades for you guys today where it was an easy 5% profit, easy 20% profit. Or before I opened up my order history, how do order details? What is this at? Oh yeah, so like $11 profit, $38 profit, 77, 78, right? This one was stupid on my part though, because you see the fee is actually more than the gains, but that's just me having fun. That's why normally I let them kind of last a little bit longer. But you guys get my point, right? So it's pretty cool. You get to see everything now from the fees, how much they charged you for opening a short, long, everything. Fund record, order history, everything, open orders, following orders, whatever. So I think you guys will like it. Whether you guys go here to or another exchange, if you guys get to an exchange that looks somewhat like this, I think you guys will be. It'll help you grow as a trader. And by no means I'm telling you guys to literally like move your entire Robinhood position into Bidget or into KuCoin or whatever. I'm saying that you guys might want to pop in $100 every now and again to see how you trade with a professional type of system in front of you. I'm used to this. Okay, this isn't even too advanced to me for somebody that uses TD Ameritrade, right? But it still can be a little overwhelming for a new trader. So it does. It is worth practicing now, so you can start learning some of these strategies. And what I personally do, because as much as I like just this one chart, same with KuCoin, I like having, it ended up coming back down. See, smart to sell right there. Excuse me. it's worth having TradingView on your screen, having 4 screens up, and so I can go. I'll just do it right here. I don't actually need to do all this again. No, there you go. Here, this one stream I have going up. It's not really for. It's just in case you guys want to see what's going on. But this is what's happened. This is the. Oh, did this freeze? Why did this freeze? That sucks. Oh, I gotta fix it. But basically, I have a whole bunch of screens. Let me actually go over here to... Yeah, what happened to that one? Skill share, yeah, start. Maybe this one will do the trick. But you guys get the point. Let's see. Hey, M2. Yeah, for SHIB, be careful with SHIB right now. I mean, it could still go up higher, don't get me wrong. But yeah, be very, very careful with this, with that one right there. SHIB, this one's still working fine, so this is a stream that's still running perfectly fine. Start, let's go to the second one. Is this one running? One of these isn't running at all. I need to put another stream on it. Maybe it'll be a SHIB stream for all I know. WinZip, oh my god, I hate when this happens. Is it working? That's moving now. It must be that WinZip. What the heck is a WinZip? I feel like it's one of those spam things. WinZip? No. I know I got desk pins on here. Ugh, okay, I'll deal with this later here. So I want to get that little platform off if it's making everything kind of stagnate there. Okay. But everything's working up. Alright. So I like to have 4 windows like that because it really does help me see what I'm looking at. And since I have multiple monitors, I can kind of play around with that as much as I want to. That way I'm not just forced to look at one screen like this, right? So, it'll help me out a little bit. Pop it there. I'm going to do a quick look at groups very fast. Utilities up, real estate's up, energy's down. So energy sector's starting to cool down, it looks like. And utilities are taking the place. Utilities are moving up. Utilities were down here a little bit. So let me go over to maps. Utilities. Yeah, oh yeah, there are a bunch of energy companies out there, of course. Duke Energy, ED, the Southern Company. Huh. Okay. The market dollars doesn't look too bad today. Moderna. Oh, whoa. What happened with Moderna? Oh, geez. What do I never forget what we call it? It's on to be on here over here in big news. No, what the... Oh, mRNA, okay. Yeah, so what happened here? What's going on with this? Here's why Moderna dropped today. Oh, now they're having a heart inflammation seems to be, I guess, occurring with possibly the Moderna shots. Showed a potentially higher risk of heart inflammation for those who receive the vaccine. Huh. Oh, it's a not yet published study. So it's going to hold off giving the drug to people under 30. Oh, I'm under 30. They better... I want my booster shot. Well, I don't care. I feel like the 2 shots was fine for me, technically. I went to a wedding and nothing happened. But, I mean... Yeah, that's... So now if J&J is out and Moderna may have a problem, I got to go with the Pfizer, right? Oh, that's insane. Well, I hope my heart stays okay if I have to get that booster shot. I'm about to be telling my mom, hey, call me every hour on the hour. Because when I got my second shot, I was out. But yeah, this is what I'm looking at. Oh, this is SHIB doing its thing right here. Wait, what? Since when does SHIB have a breakout? Oh, I did draw that little breakout here. So SHIB's trying to do a little bit of a breakout right now by just going sideways for now. Managed to get back up, though. So this could be pretty interesting to watch right there. Oh, Bitcoin's making a little bit of a move as well. Hey, thanks for the super chat, Cyber Zone. Excuse me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot. Hey, Max Power, do I have a Pi Network invitation code? I do. If you want to use it, let me see. Where is my Pi app? I don't even click on the app anymore. I wait for the notification when somebody tells me something about it. Hold on. Pi invite email. Oh, you just use my name. Okay, you just use my name, which is Michael Whitman. I guess that's the code. So Michael Whitman, if it's not already playing. But yeah, so you just type in my name, and that's what it takes apparently. Hey, Cyberzone. Usually just the graph. If I'm looking for something more detailed, I'll look at the order book. But a lot of times there's a lot of hidden orders but that you can't see in the order book. So I've been kind of tricked too many times from looking at some of those fake ones. And a lot of times there's fake flashing walls or secret hidden walls. Those ones are a little bit more important than just regular walls that you're allowed to see. But yeah, I prefer just use the chart. And so far you can see the chart worked out okay. I mean, you saw how it topped right there on the second chart, then it eventually broke out right. But it's really, really good. You might not get the best buying price, but you know when to sell here, right? You get a buy anywhere down here, make a little bit of money. Now this is for scalpers though, but on the grand scheme of things, if you imagine this as a day chart, not too bad, right? I'm waiting to see what happens if this breaks out. On the second chart, it might take a little bit longer because this line is not going to be exactly where it needs to be, but the algorithms will know pretty fast, right? Hey, Crypto Toker or Cryptocur, maybe. I analyze metric data for investment firm. We follow trends because they are a friend. Thus, SHIB is the next Doge 2.0 solely based on data. Massive trending numbers generated by this project. Yeah, it has been pretty interesting so far, and it's been making some good money. Why are you nibbling on my shoes? Don't bite my shoes. Don't bite my shoes. But what do you call? Dog's trying to gnaw on my shoes. He has to go out pretty soon, I'm thinking. So I want to make sure he doesn't pee or poop on the floor here. Let me see. Hey, Parker Ganga, stay hydrated. I've been drinking a bunch of water. I'm actually buying myself a nice big half gallon of water to be using with the streams. All right, so we had a breakout or close to a breakout. I'm not entirely sure because remember I said it's going to be a little bit of a, it's not going to be exactly right. But so far, a little bit of a breakout move. This is what you normally want to see when you're trading, right? A little bit of a breakout. You buy here, you sell here. You take your profits and you move on. Now from here, it's probably going to keep on going up, right? Just because this is a second chart. But on the daily chart, that's like, that's a couple weeks at that point, right? So, nice little breakout to see right here, though. Let's see. Hey, no worries, Max. Yeah, feel free. I mean, it's free, guys, if you want to mine Pi. I mean, it really is. That's why the only reason I would encourage you, guys. Like, if you guys want to try it out, go for it. You just got to push a button once a day, and you should be okay. Let's see. Oh, there we go. That's good. Remember, I told you guys a few days ago, I told my friend to hold his Bitcoin because he was freaking out about it because he bought it at 51,000. And so now it's at 55,000. So now he's making some money and he's like, yeah. But I told him, make sure to take some profit sometime here. And I think he will. But now she was making a little bit of a move. Classic breakout. Just you're seeing it on a second chart, which is a little bit different, right? So in reality, maybe the breakout happened right here for all we know, but who knows, right? Nah, this is probably a pretty clean one. But yeah, so, you'd probably look to sell here even, maybe. So, but yeah. So that's a clear little breakout, a little fun thing to watch for a little bit. Hey, can I check block? Yeah, let me check it out. I don't know if that's an actual crypto or a stock, though. So, this is a stock, okay. Amplified Transformational Data Sharing ETF. Huh. Doesn't look too bad. This is something you'd probably want to be holding for a longer period of time, to be honest, but... Oh yeah, this is... There's so much stuff to do here. Okay. For now, let's just worry about this. Okay. So right now it looks fine. You know, it's had better days, it looks like, but so far it's been pretty positive. So I like this as an ETF. I don't know exactly what's inside of it, but it looks good to me, right? What I'd be looking to do right now, since it did just break above the 200, the 50, and the 20 all within kind of a couple days here, it looks like it can keep on charging up, and you might have a short-term price target of about $51 or so. If it's able to break out above this trend line right here, then you could add a more sizable position to it, and maybe you could be hoping for at least $53, $54, and from there maybe up to $55. I wouldn't really hope for anything more than that before it dies back down and starts another pattern here. But that's what I could be looking for right there for a nice breakout. So if you did want to buy some calls and options on this, you could buy them today for maybe a few months out or a month out, or you could just buy them on the breakout itself, or you could buy short term for the next few days. Probably not for Friday, but the Friday after this Friday, to kind of make sure you're not killed by theta if you were trying to buy some options. So I think this is a good play. If you're buying shares, you could buy them today with a stop loss at this trend line right here. Otherwise, you want to be careful. What? Loki? You left and you seem lighter. Did you pee on the floor? I don't know. But yeah, so that's what I see from that one. Hey, Deezy, there was a good entry price for sheep just a few minutes ago, but it's kind of come up a little bit since then. So it's really up to you if you want to actually buy back in there. The good price was like right here as it was dipping down a little right here. It might come back down in the next few minutes for another chance, but that's really up to you. Okay. Let's see. Can I look at BitTorrent? Yeah. 1 second, then I'm gonna head off for the night. He has to use the bathroom if he hasn't already, kind of hidden away in the kitchen area. So BitTorrent still looks fine. It had that nice little breakout yesterday. It's been calming back down ever since. I'm assuming we're looking at something like this as another breakout opportunity, but it's still slowly climbing. I really wanted to get out of this little bit of this new downtrend that it's in at the moment. So I'm hoping it can break out in the next few days. If it does break out again, we will be looking at possibly getting above. Probably the next week or so, we'll be back above 0.004. So that'd be pretty exciting. That's probably, what is that? Not too much. That's like a 10% jump from where it's at now. So I think it's going to go up much higher in the next few weeks. But yeah, I like it. It had a small break and it went pretty parabolic for a little bit here. Not parabolic, but look, it had this little bit of a rally the last time it broke out, which is really cool. Like this one right here, pop. So I'm waiting to see if we can have another one. Why are you chewing my shoelaces? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I think he has to go to the bathroom. He really bugs me when he has to use the bathroom. So I'm going to hurry up and let him out. But yeah, so BitTorrent I still think is fine as long-term hold and a short-term hold. Short-term, or over the next couple weeks, over 0.004 is where I'm aiming for BitTorrent at the moment. Hey, Chef. Yeah. Hold on right here. It did break down. You're looking at this right now. Double bottom looks okay. A gap down, which would have been a crazy good W. Right now, yeah. Right now, if it breaks above the 200, maybe that's something you can look at because it should have a pretty good day if it manages to break above the 200, the 50 and the 20 right here. That could be pretty good. But be careful with Amazon calls for the pure fact that Amazon calls are notoriously expensive. Just be ready for that price. It's going to cost over $1,000 for just one options call. If you were to buy now, you'd have an options call probably somewhere around $3,350 maybe. Maybe $3,400 over the next 2-3 weeks, and hoping for a nice little bounce up there. This can continue to go higher. It's so hard because the W didn't work out, but you can almost imagine a W happen like that. I would look to buy some calls on this breakout. I think the algorithms would still respect that because you see that height right there, high right there, looking to break out of that channel again. And then from there, you're going to look for that resistance point right here at about 3,700 or almost 3,800 at that point, okay? All right, everybody. Hope you guys have a very, very good afternoon, very good evening, wherever you guys are at. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm taking my sister to school, and I'm picking her up, so my schedule's going to be a little bit weird. But I'm going to try and stream more in the early middle of the day, like kind of like brunch time, if you will. So we'll see how that works out. All right, everybody. I'll see you guys a little bit more, and have a good rest of your night, everybody. See you a little bit later.